Hello, reps! Welcome to the Refresher Training Series. In this video, we're going to provide a guide to student feedback answering key questions throughout. Why gather feedback? You are a student rep, which means that you were chosen by your peers to be their voice to the university. You are providing an essential link between students and staff, allowing every student to have a say in their educational experience and be a partner in learning. So why is this important? When reps are able to get something actioned or accomplish something for the students they represent, we call this a rep win. The chart on the screen shows some of the major rep wins from last year. They include getting approval for the installation of the kitchenette in Yonge Street, extending the hours in Compass House, and clarification of formative assessments through centralized policy. Additionally, the SU's mental health campaign was even discussed in Parliament. By gathering feedback, you'll be able to get your own rep wins and make positive changes. What kind of feedback? So here we see some overarching student feedback themes. These themes can be used as a tool to prompt students to share their opinions. This is not an exhaustive list, and anything that affects the student experience can be brought up as feedback. What should be avoided? When gathering feedback, always try to get a consensus from the students you represent. Don't take the comments of just one or two students. Instead, reach out to everyone and encourage them to give you their honest opinions. Additionally, rather than given in a formal report, feedback should be given in an easily accessible format. Bullet points are helpful and allow you to highlight key items much more easily than an essay-like structure would. Finally, the purpose of the rep role is not to give students a chance to complain just for the sake of complaining. If there is a problem that needs to be addressed, focus instead on gathering critical feedback that can be used to make requests or point out issues. So what feedback should you seek out? The feedback you gather is meant to open a dialogue between students and staff that will enable ARU to continuously improve. Change begins with a conversation, and that conversation should be focused on solutions and new ways of doing things that will make your experience better. How do you collect feedback? Here, we break down our favorite methods. Each method has its pros and cons, so we recommend using a combination of all three. GOAT, aka talking to students face-to-face, is great if you see the students you represent in person regularly. Take 5 is effective to use in bigger lectures, and messaging works well if you are often off campus. For course reps, you all have access to the link listed under Message, which you can use to email the students in your course directly all at once. Gathering feedback is all about communication, so how you go about it entirely depends on what works best for you. How can we improve feedback? The SU has a simple but effective technique for expanding and improving feedback. It's known as the Keep, Stop, Start method. Keep means that students like something and want it to continue. Stop means that they're unhappy and are voicing their concern. And start is a new idea or new way of doing something. You can use Keep, Stop, Start to talk about the student experience as a whole or expand on one issue. For example, if students tell their course rep that they like lectures in a particular module but are unhappy with it being scheduled on Wednesday afternoons, then that course rep would say students want to keep the quality of the lectures, stop scheduling lectures on Wednesday afternoon, and the start might be to ask if lectures can be scheduled Wednesday mornings instead. Anytime you receive feedback, think about how it might also fit into Keep, Stop, Start, and also think about how you can further expand it to come up with an actionable start. What do you do with feedback? So after gathering feedback and organizing it, it's then time to deliver it. Here we have a diagram of the student rep feedback cycle. Where you deliver feedback depends on the situation and your role. You can take feedback directly to relevant staff members, and we encourage this as a way of proactively communicating issues or positive experiences. If you're not sure what staff members to go to, ask yourself who would need to hear this comment the most. If feedback is recurring, then committee meetings such as the SSLC are great opportunities to meet with staff members and relate the situation. More information on SSLCs can be found in the Refresher Training Series. Remember that at the end of the day, gathering and delivering feedback is all about continuous improvement of the student experience, aka your experience. As always, if you have any questions about this video or your rep role, please get in contact with your SU coordinator. Further videos in the Refresher Training Series are available on the SU's website.